Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. I have some guests with me tonight. If you guys want to unmute yourself, I will unmute you and you guys can say hello.
Well, hello, everybody.
Please tell me in the chat. This is a work in progress. We've never done this before, so I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best, guys. I'm trying hard. I'm a try hard. So, if they're echoey or anything like that, let me know. I need feedback in the chat for sure. There's Mr. Zed.
Evening.
Hello, sir. So what we're going to do tonight is we are playing There's News Now Enemy. We are playing this game called, let's see if I could do this, Dumb Criminals, and I'm mirrored. I told you it's a work in progress. Let me fix that real quick. Let's fix it. There we go. So it's called Dumb Criminals. So we are going to be playing this game. Now, if you are in my chat right now, I see several of you in my chat who are members and you want to join in the game playing. Email me and I will send you a link. I have my emails up over here. what we're going to do is this is actually a board game, but we're not playing it as a board game. I'm going to read the questions and then give everyone who's over here on the teams, we're going to take turns and answer. And then we're going to keep score. And whoever has the most points at the end of the night gets a prize. Here's the prize. So this is a members are going to play. Members and friends of the show, I should say. I invited some other people too. And we have the Crimeland mug. That's the prize for whoever has.
I only want to play for Xena.
Okay. Okay. You can win. We'll give her away to you. That's fine. So yeah, that's the prize. I'll leave that out so I can show later when more people join. I guess we'll go ahead and get started. Let's put a little background music on. And John, I see you in the chat. I'm going to send you a link right now on Twitter if you want to play. You don't have to. Don't feel obligated to. But let's put the music on because otherwise, you know, and you guys can feel free to talk amongst yourselves too while I get these invites out. Like I said before, if you're a member, you know what? Instead of me emailing back and forth, if you're a member, there's a members only community post, and the link is in the community post. So jump on the community post tabs and click the link to join over on Teams if you want to play. John, I'm trying to remember what your Twitter name is. I think it is John. Yes, it is. I think John's name is John. Share invite. Copy link. All right, John, the Porsche boy, you have been sent a link if you want to play. Get the chat back up. There's the chat. I was a member, then coded friends was weird, so I unmembered myself. I don't know what coded friends has to do with me, but okay. You're welcome to become a member again. We have lots of fun over here. We're playing Dumb Criminals. If you become a member tonight, by the way, if you sign up right now, you'll have access to that community post and can join. Feel free to do that. So this game, Life to the Max, got me. I did invite her, but she's at a church thing tonight. But it's a board game, as you can see. And we've played it here around the dining room table before. It's a lot of fun. She gave it to me when I was up in Indiana a couple weeks ago. And it's got these cards. There's tons of them. So we're going to take these cards. We're going to shuffle them up and we will take turns. I am just the game master, the master of ceremonies tonight. So playing tonight, we have Erica, we have Mr. Zed, we have News Now Enemy and Parson 1122, and anybody else who wants to join. That's funny. So you are some stoner on the internet said that you can't be friends with me and you unfriended me. Okay. I'm sorry about that. You shouldn't do that though. You're missing out on dorky game night.
You can
All
be
right.
friends with me. I'm always 420 friendly.
Well, I'm 420 friendly, but you know. All right, Ray is here. Hi, Ray.
Hi.
We were just about to start, so I'm going over the rules. Basically, it's a board game, but we're just going to do the questions of the board game. I have the questions here, and it's a true or false. I'm going to read a scenario, and each one of you are going to take turns saying if you think it's true. Well, each one will get a different card. At the end of the night, whoever has the most points wins this Crimeland coffee mug. It's one of the big, I hate it when you get a coffee mug and it's like the 12-ounce one, right? And then you don't have enough room for your cream and Splenda or sugar, whatever you use. So I ordered them in like the giant 16-ounce size. So we have that. I just took it out of the box. It's new. It's not a used coffee mug.
Okay.
So, one more time for the people who just got here. If you are a channel member, there is a community post for members only with the link to join the game. You're welcome to have your camera on or off. Mr. Zed opted to have his face online. He's so handsome, isn't he? I'm so lucky. All right. Yeah. Kfar, we do. We don't have two offices. I have an office, and Mr. Zed is in the Dave Cave, also known as the basement. I lock him down there sometimes. Don't tell anybody. All right, so we'll go in the order of when you guys arrived. So Erica was here first. So first question for you, Erica. Turn down the music a little bit. Like I said, this is a... John's working on getting on here. So once John, like I said, people can come and go. So it's just whoever has the most points at the end. Okay, first question for Erica. This is going to be a true or false. Maybe I should have some reading glasses. Okay, this one is called Flowers. Joan Cartwright was a prize rose grower and had won numerous awards for her roses. She came home one day to find all of her roses had been cut out. At a house 3 doors down, Joan looked over the homeowner's shoulder as she opened the door and saw her roses and vases all over her house. The cops were called and the rose thieves were arrested. Is that true or false?
False.
False is correct. That is correct. 1 point for Erica.
You can't prove that they were hers.
There you go. Okay, so I forgot I'm keeping score. I should have number 2 here keeping score. Erica has 1 point.
Do you want me to keep score?
Yeah, that would be great. That would be great.
I'll go get my notebook.
Okay, perfect. Erica's keeping score. Discard pile. Next up is News Now Enemy. Was the next to join. News Now Enemy.
News Now Enemy.
Is that John? You need to mute the stream, John.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. News Now Enemy. This one is called Hung to Dry. A 32-year-old man was jailed when he was found hanging upside down from a window after trying to break into a terrace house in Kent. Having been literally caught hanging upside down from the house's window, he was left... You guys are so distracting. He was literally caught hanging upside down from the house's window. He was left with little choice but to admit his crime to the police when they had arrived. News Now Enemy. Is that true or false?
I don't know the name, but I know I've heard that story before, so I'm going to have to say true.
True is correct. True. 1 point for News Now Enemy. I gotta blow my nose.
1 point for News Now Enemy. I think Erica should keep score because she's got I don't know about her counting skills.
Erica's keeping score.
I count well. And by the way, Ray, I'm using my Rash pen to keep score with.
Awesome.
All right. Next
Are you
up.
using your pink notebook? No.
Yes, it's a pink notebook.
Who got here next? It was Parson was next. So, okay, your turn, Parson. Hot air balloon. John Nurse from Hastings, England, decided one evening he was going to steal a hot air balloon from the balloon fair the next day. John didn't actually know how to pilot a hot air balloon, but he stole one anyway. Shaped like a wine bottle. He crash landed and broke his back. Police arrested him at the scene after having chased the balloon through 4 counties. True or false?
Say true.
Ah,
True.
that one was false. Womp womp.
Oh.
Next time we do game night, I should get some sounders that are like like they have on like actual game shows, like the sad trombone, right?
Wah, wah.
Yeah. Womp, womp, womp. Next up is Mr. Zed. I need to keep track of what order we're going in. Like I said, this is the first time that we're doing this, right? So we are taking it, So first was Erica, News Now, Parson, Mr. Zed. Did Ray Ray join? I think Ray Ray was next. And then John. Okay. So next up is... Wait, Parson just went. So next up is Mr. Zed. Make your payments. Henry Wells planned to shoplift hundreds of dollars of electronics from his local Walmart. It was working out great until he could not find his car in the parking lot upon leaving the store. Thinking his car was stolen, he called the police, who informed Wells that his car had been repossessed and he was under arrest. So dude tries to shoplift, can't find his car, and then calls the police to report his car stolen. Gets arrested.
I'm gonna go with false.
False is correct. Do you want to know why I knew that was false even before looking? They don't repossess cars from private property. He would have had to been parked on the street. Gotta think of the clues, guys. But you got that right. Ray Ray, you're up next. You ready?
Ready.
This one is called Space. Nick Arnold, a retired teacher, was arrested after parts of the Apollo 11 were removed from the National Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C. Nick, a Neil Armstrong lookalike, walked out of the museum with a control module after convincing staff he was Neil Armstrong. He was later arrested by the FBI after giving his real name and address on a membership form for the museum. Let me know if you want me to reread it or whatever,
I'm gonna go with. God, I thought I heard something about it.
It's tough. There's a lot of dumb criminals.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go with true.
That one is false.
Oh.
Don't worry, it's a long game, guys. You guys, like Parson and Ray, you guys got time. John, you're up. Stubborn as a mule, a band of thieves in Juan de Acosta, Colombia, decided to pull their next job with a getaway donkey instead of the usual getaway car. Unfortunately for the thieves, Javi, the donkey, didn't cooperate and ended up running away with the loot still attached to his back.
I feel like that's true. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, that is
Okay, yes. Yes,
It's
that's
true.
It's true.
point for
Sounds
John.
true to me.
So you guys know my song that they play at the end that I play at the end of my Crimeland streams? This
Yes.
is Iyama Fagoso. This is the guy.
Right.
This guy is in the
Me.
song.
That's true. That's me.
That is true. That is Iyama Fagoso. All right,
Okay, so that was round one.
round one.
Everybody got a point besides Parson and Ray Ray.
Sweet.
1-1. But you guys can do it.
Yeah,
Parson, you are lucky. You win so much.
I do like the giving an update at the end of each round, so this is good. Erica, hair today. Austin Harper of Little Rock, Arkansas, obviously loved to look good when he was committing burglaries. as police found his wig at the scene of his latest break-in. After testing it for DNA and finding a match, police were able to reunite the wig with its owner at the county jail.
True.
False.
Okay. Okay.
News Now enemy. Let us spray. A woman in Hungary tried to rob a local grocery store with a can of gas, and it's got quotes, gas, spray as her weapon of choice. Luckily, the shop assistant noticed that it was just deodorant, and the woman was soon arrested.
Wait, can you reread that?
Yes. A woman in Hungary tried to rob a local grocery store with a can of gas spray as her weapon of choice. Luckily, the shop assistant noticed that it was just deodorant, and the woman was arrested.
I'd have to say false because deodorant is an aerosol that is flammable.
It is true. It's hard to, because the way my light is, when I put it here, it's in the, I'll put it there. True. Womp womp.
Wah.
I should get like the Jeopardy music too while people are thinking about their answer for next time. Next up is Parson. This one is called Bollywood with a B as in Bravo. Bollywood. A Mumbai cashier was surprised when he was handed a credit card in the name of a Bollywood celebrity. The shopper certainly wasn't the famous actor named on the card, so the cashier rang the card issuer. The matter was referred to police, who arrested 3 men on the spot. The gang said they'd found the actor's credit card in the street.
I'm going to say false.
That one is true.
Oh.
Mr. Zed. Santa's helper. A 20-year-old college student booked into a Washington jail for underage drinking was later seen on surveillance video attempting to steal packages from beneath the Christmas tree at the Pullman Police Department. As he left the building, just when he thought he was out, they pulled him back in.
True.
True.
20-year-olds are dumb.
Ain't that the truth? True. Ray. Open bar. An Australian man broke into a pub, dropping through the ceiling. He partied all night, causing an estimated $50,000 worth of damage. He filled a cart full of the booze to go, only to find he couldn't get out of the locked bar. Police said they heard when they showed up was "Let me out, let me out." So basically, he locked himself inside the bar.
Drunk people are also stupid. So, true.
True. True is true. All right. This one is for John and Tucker there in the background. I see Tuck.
Yes, yeah, he's currently napping, but he'll be helping me out as much as he can.
Hamburglar. A dim-witted thief led police straight to his front door after stealing 7 legs of Aberchito ham? 7 legs of Aberchito ham from a local tapas bar. The thief left a trail of fat as he dragged the hams along the ground.
I mean, that just sounds true. I mean, criminals are dumb to begin with, as we were saying this entire round.
True.
So it's like, I can absolutely see it being true, so I'm gonna just go ahead and say it's true.
Point for John. Now that I
Yeah.
see some more people are here, I wanted to let you know that before we start the next round, before we get an update of the score and start the next round, if you are a member on this channel, there is a member only link in my community tabs. You're welcome to join the game. We just started. There is a prize at the end. Patrick, I see you there. You are a member. You're welcome to join. There is a members only link, or a members only community post that has the link to join to play the game with us. I see a couple of people. Also, keep in mind, if you join right now, if you become a member right now, you will have access to that link. If you don't, let me know in the chat. We'll figure it out. Erica, did you want to give us an update on the score?
Yes. I have 1 point. News Now has 2. Carson has none. Mr. Zed has 2. Ray Ray has 1. And John has 2.
All right, good stuff. Good stuff. I'm just keep making sure that nobody's. Oh, there's somebody waiting in the lobby. Sorry, Hezekiah. It says it's admitting. Huh.
Hey, it's Hez the Fez.
I don't know why he's not. Maybe he has to click a button too. There he is. Hey, Hez. I don't know how long you were waiting there. This is all new for me. We're doing it for the first time. So I'm going to give Hezekiah a question first, and then again at
Yep.
the end.
I was just going to say, yep.
So he can catch up. All right, Hezekiah, have you watched any? Do you know what we're doing here? You're muted.
You're muted, hon.
Muted, uh-oh.
Unmute yourself, Hez. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself on Teams. In the app that you're on. Unmute yourself in the app. Like in the Microsoft Teams. Like not your
There's a
equipment.
little,
in Microsoft
yeah, there's a little
Teams.
microphone symbol.
At the top on the right hand side.
Somebody else in the lobby.
Thank you. At the top in the right hand side, there's a
Oh, cool. Now there's two of me.
okay, well, let's get rid of one of you.
Yeah.
How do I get rid of you?
Even the one with the sound or the one with the voice.
Oh my goodness, Hez. You need to get
What did?
okay. All right, you're good now. Unmute yourself and you're good.
All right.
Okay, perfect.
Yay.
Hezekiah, this next question is for you. It's a true or false. It's true or
Okay.
false. This one's called Dogs. 2 officers had been chasing a stolen car for a number of miles when the car turned into a dead-end road and the driver bolted from the car into the nearby woods. The officer decided not to follow the perp, but shouted, "Come out, or we'll send the dogs in." The perp shouted back, "Okay, I'm coming out." This is okay. Sorry.
True.
Okay. The perp shouted back, "Okay, I'm coming out." It turned out he was petrified of dogs and was arrested straight away.
True.
Okay, here's the thing. This card, it says false. However, I'm giving you a point because I covered this story on my show and it happened recently.
Yeah, I know. I saw that episode. That's why I immediately knew the answer.
So, first of all, you're getting a point for that, and I'm changing this card for future rounds. I need a.
Maybe the card was written before it happened.
I'm sure it was, but we're correcting this game right here. This is true.
All right.
Yeah, I started reading it and then saw that it said false. I'm like, no, that's true. So, true.
Yep. Who knows? Maybe the cop got the idea from playing this game.
Maybe, maybe the I don't know how many of you here have seen that video, but it's hilarious. The cop actually barks,
Yep.
like the dog. Yeah. All right. So we're putting Hez also at the bottom, so you get to try to catch up. Okay, Erica, you're next. Erica. This one's called Snap Decision. A 23-year-old JoJo Baines was running from the police in Dade County, Florida. Well, I mean, anything can happen in Florida, right, John? And Hez is here too. 23-year-old JoJo Baines was running from police in Dade County, Florida when he jumped into a lagoon to hide. He wasn't in his hiding spot for long before he was bitten by an alligator and was calling on the police chasing him to come to his rescue. He spent the next 18 months in the county jail recovering from his wounds.
True.
That's actually false. That one's false.
Oh, damn.
Now, if you can find me a news story that actually happened, just because that last one Hezekiah had, I know happened. So if you answer it and it's wrong on the card, but you're like, no, I remember that story. If you find it, let me know, and we'll change the score for sure. Next up is News Now Enemy. Mom knows best. Callie Ruff of Middleton, Ohio, was picked up for shoplifting at a Dollar General store with her 2 young children in tow. Among the items stolen was a book called 101 Ways to Be a Great Mom. You're muted.
True.
True.
It was a flat guess, but it sounded. After Florida man, yeah, I think that would happen.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Parson,
am an ex-Florida man now.
you are an ex-Florida man. And actually, John's an ex-Florida man as well. I should have mentioned you used to live in Florida as well. Who else is here that lived in Florida? Anybody? I know you live in Florida. Next up, Parson. This is your chance to catch up, Parson.
Wait. Was that true? It was true?
It was. Yeah, he got a point.
Okay, thanks.
Ava wants to say hi. Hi, Ava. Same rules apply, by the way. If you donate or become a member or anything like that, the doggies get a treat. Look at how cute her little face is. All right, Parson, pay your taxes. A notorious 1930s gangster and murderer, John Dillinger, never went to jail for the murders and racketeering he committed. However, his accountant turned over his bookkeeping to the authorities. Dillinger went to jail for tax evasion.
I'm going to say false because that was Al Capone that happened to.
Exactly. Bingo. Ding, 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 ding. That is false. It was Al Capone.
Yay.
Oh, Hezekiah's got the sounders. Can you guys hear that on the stream? I don't know if I could just hear it. Yeah. Okay, good. Do you also have sad trombone for when people get it wrong?
No, but I got crows.
Okay. Perfect. Hezekiah's got the sounders. Mr. Zed.
I is here.
Easiest bust ever. And then there was the case of Matthew, easiest to bust ever Kennard, who approached a police deputy to ask if he was wanted by the law. He also asked that just in case he was, that he not be arrested. He was wanted on drug charges. His last words as they dragged him away were, "I must be the dumbest criminal in the world."
True.
True. He must be the dumbest criminal in the world.
Drugs make you do dumb things.
Ding, ding, ding. Ray Ray.
Please.
That's not mine. After realizing they had been robbed, a pair of unwitting drug dealers reported the incident to the police. The two opened their home to a full evidence search, where the police uncovered 100 pounds of marijuana in a closet and a chest of ammunition and weapons.
Just gonna go ahead and say that's true.
That is actually false, but it sounds true, doesn't it?
Right? Yeah.
I'm so glad I invited Hezekiah with his soundboard.
Thank you very much.
I have a soundboard. I don't know how to. Ableton it's connected to Ableton, and Ableton's very confusing. So I only have a couple of sounders in there now, and neither of them are good for tonight. John, once bitten, a woman in Somerset, Massachusetts, was arrested for breaking and entering. She was caught swiftly thanks to her ankle bracelet. This is a familiar story. The one fitted with a GPS system that she had due to being on probation for an earlier breaking and entering case.
Yeah, I'm going to guess that drugs were involved, so that's probably true.
True. Very true.
Yeah.
You gave it away by saying you're familiar with this case.
Well, I just said it was not that specific case. I'm familiar with somebody else who was arrested because they committed a robbery wearing an ankle bracelet, is all I'm saying. That's all. Hezekiah. This one's called Locksmith. In December of 2013, Anthony Sorrento got locked out of his car. He called the police to help him get into his vehicle. The police were successful at getting into the vehicle and successful in arresting Sorrento, who had an outstanding warrant against him.
I'd say that's true. That sounds true.
That is true.
All right.
All right. That's end of round. What are we on? Round 3 or 4?
We're going on to round 4.
Okay.
Am I echoing? Sorry. Okay, so news now. Mr. Zed and John are tied with 3 points. Hez has 2. Ray, Parson, and myself have 1.
You know what I realized I should have done is bring a stack of cards downstairs to Mr. Zed so I could play too. Should I do
I'm
that?
coming for you, Zed. I'm coming for you.
Do you guys think that I should do that? Why is he saying hold on? Oh, he's coming up here. I'll actually, you know what I'll do? I have a whole pack that's unopened, so you guys know I'm not cheating. I'll give him the unopened pack. I'm going to throw these down the stairs, Mr. Zed. All right, talk amongst yourselves. Entertain the people, please.
I think those hats are entertaining enough, to be honest.
I'm sorry, you what?
I was saying those hats are entertaining enough. And then
Exactly.
Mr. Zed went off the camera, so you know. So yeah, how's everyone doing?
All right.
Fun little game.
We're doing good. Hez, Ray.
Hey, good to see you.
Okie dokie.
Carson?
So when Mr. Zed gets back, he's going to read me the
I'm
card.
good.
I still think you guys are cheating.
Oh, has the duck hat.
Because now
It's
that
platypus!
me and Mr. Zed are tied, now suddenly we're throwing a wrench in the game all of a sudden. Now I don't know, man. I'm just saying.
You know what's funny, Hez? That hat that Mr. Zed has on, the last time I was on your stream, after we were done streaming, I'm like, oh, I should have gotten that hat to wear when you did the super duper happy, I forget what it's called, but I'm like, I should have went and got that hat.
The super duper ultra mega hardcore happy dance.
That's the one.
All right.
Exactly.
Okay, so we're entering round 4.
Yes.
And so, Katie, you're 4 behind.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go after Hez.
Hez.
Yeah, you don't need to read me
So
4
it-
questions. I just want to play. I don't want to win. I just want to play.
Fair
Don't
enough.
forget, people, there's more people here now. So if you are a channel member, in the community tab, there is a link for members only to join if you want to play. Like I said, you can come, you can go. You don't have to be here the whole time. If you just want to, like me, I just want to play. So if you are a community member, or, a member of this channel, there's a special link just for you to join the meeting. I guess it's a meeting to play the game with us.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Could you read a card now, sir? Could you unmute yourself before you do it?
Am I reading the card to you?
Yes, to me. You're reading for me.
Yes.
Trucked off. Clive Halford thinks big. The British criminal stole a truck and loaded it with 18 pallets of stolen nickel and copper worth around 150,000 pounds. The haul was huge, maybe too huge. Cops arrested Hartford after the truck's suspension collapsed under the weight of his ill-gotten gains.
How much did it weigh?
150,000 pounds.
150,000. Yeah, I'm going to say true. True. Katie gets a point. Yay, me.
I just realized when you made it big that his hat is Marvin. That's awesome.
It is, yeah. Marvin the Martian.
Yes.
Next is Erica. Oh, I have to read for Erica. Duh. I was like, all right. This is funny. I'm going to cover that. This one's called number 2. She's not here tonight. She's got a thing. She might stop by later though. Did I send her the link? I don't. Oh, it's in the community tab. I should. Mr. Zed, will you text number 2 and either send her the link that I sent you or just let her know it's in the community tab? All right, number 2, Juan Carlos accepted the job as a mule for a Mexican drug cartel. He swallowed several bags of cocaine before flying to Denver, Colorado. Back at the hotel and sitting on the toilet, Juan successfully passed the drugs.
Wait. Stop. I think you already read this one.
This is Erica's question, yeah?
But I think you've already.
I read
Read
this
this.
to you earlier in a private conversation to tell you what the game was about. So Erica
I've
can
not
still
heard-
answer this one.
I've not heard it.
Happier
Oh,
and
okay.
lighter.
You're
he's-
right. Sorry.
That's okay. Happier and lighter, he stood up and flushed the toilet. He turned himself into the police as he knew that the cartel would never believe his story.
That's true.
That's false. I thought it was true.
Oh my
too
goodness.
when I read it earlier. Yeah. Hey, speaking of Ray, is Mike joining us? Do you know?
I have not heard from him since earlier.
Okay.
I don't.
He said he might be late. So
Yeah.
next, News Now. I almost said News Now Voodoo. News Now Enemy. News Now. On the run.
That's me.
In 2008, Jose Chavez escaped from Springer Correctional Facility in New Mexico and relocated to Tucson. I just say that to annoy Mr. Zed. Tucson, Arizona. It was here in 2019 that he was robbed at gunpoint and relieved of all of his cash. Jose was incensed, so he went to report the crime to the police. When he gave his details, he was rearrested and sent back to Springer Correctional Facility.
His name's Chewy, and I'm pulling a Chewy, so I'd have to say that's true.
That is false.
Oh, damn.
I see Mr. Zed down there.
Okay, you got the shake on.
I see Mr. Zed down there just drinking airplane bottles of whiskey. Is that's what's happening? Yeah. Nice.
That looks like scotch to me. That's Johnny Walker,
Scotch.
isn't that?
Next up is Parson. Is he still? Yeah, he is.
All
Okay.
right.
You're awfully quiet over there, Mr. Parson. This one's called.
Well, I keep my. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, this one's called Freezing. After scoping out the local meat warehouse, thieves Carol and John Rubin thought they could rob a meat truck while at the warehouse. Well, the warehouse had its lunch break. The two were able to enter the truck. However, after forgetting to leave the door open, they were found very cold an hour later and handed over to the police.
I'll say true.
False.
Oh.
Mr. Zed, this is something you're familiar with. Road rage. I'm kidding.
True.
New Jersey native Dino thought it was wise to escalate an exchange with another driver. After forcing the other car to pull over, Dino leapt out of his vehicle and promptly punched and broke the driver's window. Filled with road rage, Dino failed to spot the squad car that had pulled up behind him just in time to witness the entire exchange.
What was his name?
Dino Morgan.
False.
False. Do you want to read a couple? Zed?
Sure.
All right. You have Ray, John, and Hez, and I'm going to use the little girl's room, and I'll be right back.
Ray, John, Hez.
Oh, Erica's in charge. Well, all right then.
Ray Ray's up next.
As long as it's not one of us, that's fine.
All right, Ray. Here we go. This one's called Cheese Trap. A Chattanooga, Tennessee man and woman were arrested after they were caught stealing 57 blocks of cheese from Walmart. Talk about a dairy obsession. True or false?
That's it.
That was it.
Really?
Unfortunately.
All right. So I literally have to just guess. All right. Probably true. It's so stupid. It's probably true. All right.
Go!
John.
I'm next.
You're next, sir.
Oh, let's do it. I'm crushing you, Dave. This is happening. Let's do it.
Book. You ready?
Yep.
Book lover. Peter Graben loved to read and own books. He was a regular at Highcliffe Library in Dorset, UK. One evening, on the way home from the pub, he decided to break into the library and cart home a load of books. Police turned up at his house to arrest him the next day after finding his library card at the scene of the crime.
That's a tough one because, I mean, nerds are smart, but at the same time, the British are dumb. So it could really go either way at this point. I really don't know, man. Wow. I'm going to say, you know what? That is a very British thing to happen. I'm going to say that's true. Oh, no. No. No.
All right, Hez, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Cookie is a monster. The home cooked cookie company of Aspen, Colorado is easy to find due to its 15-foot cookie that hangs above the doorway. Not only is this cookie big, but it's also extremely heavy, as John Wetton found out. As he was attempting to steal it, the cookie fell onto him, pinning him to the ground until police arrived and arrested him.
I'm going to say true. Boo! Oh, man.
Is that a crime that Yama Fagoso committed about cookies? Is that what I heard?
It just was so ridiculous. It seemed like, oh, man, I bet you that's true just because it's so dumb.
Yep.
All right, Mr. Zed. Oh, no,
I
I'm
am
up
here.
next. I'm sorry, I'm
Oh.
next. My bad.
Are you ready?
I guess.
Hole in one.
Hmm.
A Tallahassee man, Johnny McMasters, thought he would outsmart a jewelry store security system by cutting a hole in the roof and dropping in for the jewels. Unfortunately, Johnny was standing on the hole as he finished cutting, dropping him into the store, producing a broken leg and a 3-year jail sentence.
In the chat, before I answer this, in the chat, the first person to tell me what story that I've covered on my channel that this reminds you of gets entered into the drawing for next month. So read the question again.
Repeat.
Yeah, repeat the question and you tell me what you can't play, Erica. You're playing this game. In the chat, if you're in the chat right now, not a member of the panel, in the chat, if you are a true fan of this show and you can tell me what story this reminds you of that I've covered, then you get an entry into the drawing. Go ahead and read it again, hon.
This is called Hole in One. A Tallahassee man, Johnny McMasters, thought he would outsmart a jewelry store security system by cutting a hole in the roof and dropping in for the jewels. Unfortunately, Johnny was standing on the hole as he finished cutting, dropping him into the store, producing a broken leg and a 3-year jail sentence.
All right, while you guys think about that in the chat, I know Erica knows because she just told me she watched this episode yesterday. So that's why.
Just so you guys know, if I can, real quick, as a former Floridian, Tallahassee is also known as Teletrashy.
Oh, good
so
to know.
I believe almost any crime story that comes out of there.
All right.
It is
I'm gonna.
aptly named.
I was gonna say false, but I will tell you. I will go with John, and I will say true. I was gonna say false. Nobody in the chat knows what you guys are not good fans. I'm telling you what.
Katie, is it that clip that I used in that video?
You are not allowed. You're on the panel. I'm talking to the chat, not
I'm
you.
not saying. I was just mentioning that. Yes, that was. I'm not going to say what it was, but they'll see it soon.
I think that it may have been. I mean, I don't remember, but yeah, it may have been. Next up.
Okay. So before, at the end of this one, Mr. Zed has 4.
Okay.
John and News Now have 3. Hez has 2. I have 1. Carson has 1. Ray. Did I say Ray has 2? And you, Katie Zed, has 1.
Okay.
Have 1.
Perfect.
So, Mr. Zed.
All right. Next up, and after this question, if nobody answers in the chat, I will tell you what story that reminded me of. After this one, Erica, you're up next. Oh, this is. Let me show you the name of this one. It says "Small Bark, Big Bite." Is she here? Okay, Small Bark, Big Bite. One unlucky burglar didn't heed the beware of dog sign posted on the property he was breaking into. As he tried to leave with a bag of jewelry, a tiny chihuahua attacked, biting off the tip of the man's finger. The man was able to escape, but later identified by the fingerprint he literally left behind.
Until I heard Chihuahua, I mean, honestly, like I have a German Shepherd, so I would believe that. I'm gonna say false.
I don't know, man. Those chihuahuas are dangerous. It is false, though. You are correct. It is false.
I mean,
I'm gonna put the link in the chat, Mr. Zed. If you could read the next one to News Now Enemy, I'm gonna put the link in the chat to the story. The story that reminds me of is the Roofman story. There is a guy that used to break into McDonald's and Toys R Us stores by cutting a hole and going through. You're not allowed to play, honey. I already said that like 8 times. You guys are not allowed. You don't get an entry into the drawing, by the way. But he would cut a hole like in the roof and drop down and like surprise employees and rob the places. So, all right, if you could read the next question, I'm going to grab this link so I can. So if people want to catch it later after this, they can.
All right, so who is next? News Now Enemy?
Yes, sorry, News Now Enemy.
Yes.
News Now Enemy. Are you ready, sir?
Mr. Zed. Yes, I am.
I do. Shanice Bent of Pontypridd, Wales, pretended to be hard-up single parent with little money so she could claim extra benefits from the government. However, Shanice was quickly arrested
For
after turning up at
once
the
on my-
benefits office wearing her wedding ring.
True.
False.
Oh. I don't want to play when I'm driving anymore.
All right, I put the link to the Roofman episode, and this is one of the first episodes I ever did. So if you guys do go back and watch that, you're going to see how much better I've gotten. Like, it was pretty bad back then. I really sucked at this for a very long time. Not that I'm like great now, but it's a huge difference is all I'm saying. All right, next up. Person.
Yep.
Newsflash. Stephen Crane broke into the offices of his local newspaper. He used the computers to watch porn and check Facebook. He then doused the office with a fire extinguisher, stole some candy, and left. But it didn't take long for police to find him, as they just followed the trail of stolen M&Ms that led to a sister's house across the street.
I'm going to say false.
It's actually true. And you know what? I would have said false too, because I was expecting that he didn't log out of Facebook was going to be the answer to that. But it is true. Apparently, he remembered to log out of Facebook, but he left candy leading up to his sister's front door. Mr. Zed. This is called Book. The Polish writer and poet Christian Bala killed a love rival in 2000. He nearly got away with the crime, but he decided to write about the killing in his first novel called Amok in 2003. Police found physical clues linking Bala to his victim and made an arrest after reading the story of the murder in his novel. He was sentenced to 25 years.
He's not a rapper.
He's not a
So
rapper,
I'm
he's
gonna-
a writer.
I'm gonna say false.
It is true. There's another woman in California. I think was in
Oh, he's
California.
Polish. I didn't even think of that.
Well, there was a story recently where a woman was a writer and tried to use, like, she bought a gun in parts, like a ghost gun, they kept calling it or whatever. And like when they tracked it back to her that she bought the gun that killed her husband, she's like, "Oh no, I was getting that stuff as a because I am a crime writer and I needed to like figure out how it was done so I could write about it in a book." Maybe I'll do a deep dive on that one. All right, Mr. Zed, you got it wrong. Ray, you're next. Window shopping. Joan and Michael Dubois had their window broken every month by stones being thrown from passing cars. This cost a lot of money to repair. By chance, Joan and Michael were in their local bar listening to some guys talk about how they smashed the same window every month. Michael dialed the police and made a citizen's arrest before the cops arrived.
False.
False is correct. Point for Ray. All right. This one's called Au revoir. The victim's jewelry was missing and a window was smashed. No wonder she was hysterical when Officer Shanette Marcoux of the Calgary Police arrived. Speaking in French to her father, who was on the phone, she explained it was all a scam in order to get insurance money. What she didn't know was that Officer Marcoux spoke 6 languages, including French.
That one is for me, right?
That's for you, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't hear you say my name. Yeah, I gotta say that's probably true.
That is true.
Yeah.
True story.
It sounds true.
It does sound true.
I have nothing to add other than that. It sounds true. It sounds like something that would happen.
Hezekiah, this one's called Dime It. Lincoln Bryn of Savannah, Georgia, thought all banknotes could be traced. So to get around the problem on his next bank robbery, he demanded all monies to be given to him in coins. Police arrested Lincoln, struggling to carry his bag of change less than half a block from the bank.
True.
False.
Boo! Dang it. It sounds like something a dumb criminal would do.
It does, doesn't it? Mr. Zed, I need you to read for me.
Especially in Georgia.
Read one for me.
I love
Read
Mr.
one.
Zed's new wizard hat too. That's awesome.
My dunce cap. I got one wrong. All right. This one is called Have a Nice Day. A thief broke into a restaurant in Hickory, North Carolina, and removed the cash register before making his getaway. Unfortunately, he failed to notice a trail of white cash receipt paper hanging from the register. The police simply followed it to his apartment where they found him trying to open the register.
Ooh. I'm going to say true. True.
True. Wow.
She shoots, she scores.
I did not think that a receipt paper would be that long.
No. I mean,
He
have you
must
been
have lived right in the backyard.
have you been
I was
to
gonna say, was it a CVS?
Erica, can we get a recap, please?
Okay, Mr. Zed and John are tied by 4. News Now and Ray have 3. Katie Zed and has
What about John? He's tied with me.
No, see, I'm the popular one. You're the heel. everyone has to beat you. But,
No,
tell us to work.
Mr. Zed looks a little more competitive.
He looks more competitive, but I'm gonna win, of course.
Erica,
Love
if
the
you,
confidence.
if you could just repeat that just real quick, because I clicked the wrong button and I took you guys all off screen and off sound. So I was trying to get Xenacam set up and I clicked the wrong button. Sorry about that.
So what do I need to repeat? The score?
Score, just the score.
Okay. Mr. Zed and John tied for 4. Ray has 3. News Now has 3. Katie Zed has, and myself have 2. And Parson has 1.
Okay, perfect. Keep in mind, I do see people here who are members. We need people to join because Mr. Zed is kicking all of our butts. So if you are doing well playing at home and you are a member, Christo, you're a member. Patrick, you're a member. I think I saw Bandit in here earlier. You're a member. Get in here. What do we do? Also, if you want to become a member right now, you will get access to that member community post and you can join too. Just get in here. We can't let him win. Look, this is the prize. He doesn't need this. He does not need it. All right. Next up is Erica. I will read Erica's question. By the way, Zena's here now, guys. So she looks hungry. Telephone scammer Dougal Grimes of Aberdeen, Scotland, tricked customers of the Royal Bank of Scotland by pretending to represent the bank's fraud department. He managed to extort £560,000 from unexpected customers. Luckily for Dougal, he transferred the money into his own bank account, making the trail very easy to trace by the police.
False.
False. Point.
Yay.
News Now. This one's called High. Clayton Jones of Big Hill, Wyoming was high as a kite. He decided he would rob his parents' store in town. He had tried this before, and normally his parents would throw him out. This time, though, a state trooper was in the store and duly arrested him. His parents did not protest.
Oh, I get this one wrong. False.
False is correct.
See, I'm not driving. No more deliveries tonight.
Perfect. Parson, time to catch up. Actually, I think Parson and I are tied right now. All right. This is
No, you have 2. He has 1.
okay. You got to get this one right to tie. Facebooked.
All right.
Officers at Granite Shoals Police Department in Texas posted a fake Facebook story about Ebola-tainted meth. That's like that disease like that we had before COVID, right? All right, let me start over. Officers at Granite Shoals Police Department in Texas posted a fake Facebook story about Ebola-tainted meth. Chastity Hobson, who was so worried that she quickly handed over her meth for testing. Hobson was charged with possession of less than 1 gram of a controlled substance.
I'm going to say true.
True. I cannot believe it, but that is
Yeah,
that's
I heard
true.
similar stories to that.
Crazy.
Yeah, I've heard of them doing that before.
Women, am I right?
You are right. Absolutely. Who's up next? Mr. Zed. This one's called Cold Call. A Canadian criminal called police to clarify exactly what he had stolen during a recent break-in. The man said he was upset because the police had released the incorrect information. Police soon made an arrest.
He is Canadian, which means he's very polite, but he wants
Polite.
to get things correct. I'm going to say true.
True. Wow, these are dumb criminals. This is a fun game. Ray. Just dumb. Not you, that's what the card says.
Wow.
Seeing his dream car for sale in the local paper, Alan Stone decided that he had to have the car no matter what. He was short of cash at the time, and a Ford Escort XR3i was everything to Alan. A Ford Escort.
What?
One night he found the address of the car and stole it. Given Alan only lived 5 minutes away, it didn't take police long to find the car and return it to its rightful owner.
False.
False.
No one would.
A Ford.
steal a Ford.
Yeah, Ford Escort. Come on.
That's no one's dream car.
No, not at all.
Bing, bing, bing.
I
John.
had a 1984 Ford Escort.
Yes, are you ready?
Oh, look at your hat. It looks good. Y'all can pick one of those up at the merch shop. Okay, so grounded. John, you're grounded.
Yeah, that tracks.
A stowaway who was trying to get to London after sneaking in onto an empty plane was discovered after taking selfies in the cockpit. Airport staff noticed flashes coming from the grounded Wizz airplane as Mr. Costin decided to document his break-in with the worst selfies known to man. And he used a flash.
You're giving me the difficult ones because like this is social media, so I can totally understand somebody doing this. But at the same time, it's also completely stupid. But criminals are stupid. I
mean, the name of the game is dumb criminals.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna go with true. I'm sure this happened at least once.
true. Hezekiah. Birthday suit. A totally naked Tom O'Grady was quickly arrested in Adelaide, Australia, after fleeing the scene of a recent break-in. When asked why he was wearing no clothes, he told police that he thought clothes would make him more identifiable.
Leave it to an Aussie. See, the last two, I guess, wrong. True.
It is false.
Ah! Humbug.
The first time I played this, the same thing. It even happens now where I think this is so dumb, it has to be true. And then it's
Right.
false. Or I think, oh, that totally could have happened. And then it didn't. So,
Right. The realistic sounding stuff is the false stuff, and the false sounding stuff is it's weird.
yeah. All right, Mr. Zed, you need to read.
Am I reading it to you?
You are.
Okay. Yes. All right. Benjamin.
Mm-hmm.
A Target store in Augusta, Georgia agreed to take back a printer from a dissatisfied customer. Upon checking the item, the store clerk noticed that the customer had forgotten to remove some of his work from the printer, a bunch of counterfeit bills.
Oh,
He was arrested shortly after.
Ah, that sounds like it could be true. You said it was a Best Buy. And where was it at?
I said it was a Target
Oh,
in
it's
Augusta, Georgia.
a Target in Georgia. People in Georgia are kind of dumb. I'm going to say true. True. Ding, ding, ding. All right. All right. Recap time, Erica.
Okay, so Mr. Zed and John are tied by 5.
Mm-hmm.
Ray and News have 4. I have 3. Parsons has 2. Hez has 2, and you have 3.
Awesome.
So, anybody else want to join?
I did just see that Erica gifted a membership, which I don't see on Restream. I have to pull up YouTube. So Erica gifted a membership, so that means y'all know
It went
what
to
that
Jerry.
means. It goes to Jerry. He must be thrilled about that. Xena, she's got her deer antler, but she's gonna want this milk bone, I'm sure. Do you have? Is Ava down there by you, hon?
She is not. She needed to go upstairs and use the restroom.
Okay, let me see if I can get her in here too. I muted myself before I yelled throughout the house. You're welcome.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
Well,
No,
I
you
muted.
didn't.
I muted Restream. Sorry, I didn't mute you guys.
Oh, okay. I was just like, no, you didn't.
She didn't mute herself when she blew her nose.
We
either.
noticed.
I really blew my nose a lot on the stream, didn't I? I forgot that I have to mute both places. I'm so sorry about that. To the house.
Aw.
37.
Well, it wouldn't be a Katie Zed show otherwise.
All right.
There's my little freedom
Ava's
fighter.
gotten big. Wow.
I know she has. So just so you guys know, Ava, John's dog Tucker is Ava's boyfriend. They met when they were 4 months old. Is that right? It was 4th of July
6
weekend.
months?
Yeah.
5 or 6 months, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
4 or 5 months.
'Cause
Well,
they were-
it was around there, yeah.
They were both
Yeah.
born in December of last year, and they met
Right.
on 4th of July weekend. All right, Ava.
Katie Zed, I don't think they want to hear the love story. They just want the bones. I see them licking their chops.
Give it a touch.
But yeah, they're long distance dating.
They are.
It's kind of an issue, you know. They don't get to talk much, but
I love you guys so much. I love you so much.
Aw.
Okay. They got their bones, and I did tell the love story, so we're good. All right, back to the. I guess it's Erica's turn. All right, thank you very much for the gift membership. It went to Jerry. Jerry, if you're lurking, you're welcome to join because you're a member now. Say cheese. 55-year-old Daniel Blackwell got into an argument with his wife after she allegedly took a bite out of his grilled cheese sandwich. His wife called the police, prompting a 3-hour armed standoff. Blackwell was charged with second-degree assault, reckless endangerment, and various firearm violations. I mean, if somebody takes a bite out of my grilled cheese, I totally get this. Anyway, sorry, true or false?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to say false.
It is true.
Oh,
True. Grilled cheese sandwich. One bite of a grilled cheese sandwich led to a 3-hour armed standoff.
It's called the Second Amendment, Katie. All right.
I
That's what
mean,
it's called.
totally should have been charged with theft of sandwich as well, in my opinion. Allegedly, in my opinion.
That's right. Defensive property. That's right.
All right, news now. TV star. We've all done it. Walked past a TV store and seen ourselves on the TVs in the window. It's a cool sales trick. Wallace DeJones loved looking at himself on TV and would goof around outside the store. One night One night he decided to break in and steal some TVs. The store had hours of footage of Wallace and quickly recognized him from the internal CCTV.
True.
False. Boo.
I didn't ask what state it was. You're right. It could have been.
It didn't say what state. It did not say what state. Sorry. Are your coworkers playing along as well?
No, can I have him? Can I use backup?
What's that? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You can get help from the. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, yeah, I didn't.
Oh, we have phone a friend.
Yeah. Phone a friend. Ask. You could poll the audience. They're all here. There's 20 people here. Probably some more on Rumble. I haven't pulled up Rumble tonight. I should probably do that.
Wait,
though.
you can poll the audience? I should have been doing that more often.
Yeah. All right. Next up is Parson. Clowning around. Pittsburgh resident Dennis Hawkins tried to rob a bank wearing a blonde wig, fake breasts, and clown pants. And if that wasn't bad enough, while making his getaway, the dye from the stolen money exploded all over him. Needless to say, he stood out from a mile away and was quickly found and arrested.
I'll say true.
True.
All right.
Point for Ron. Thank you very much, by the way.
No,
for-
vote for Parson.
No,
Oh,
a
sorry,
point for Parson, and
Parson,
Ron just donated.
I'm a professional, first of all. Point for Parson. Ron just donated. Ron, I sent you the link. You're welcome to join and play with us. So just jump on in here. It's just for fun. There's no winners or losers, but there is going to be a winner. So let's give the
And
dog-
losers.
Yeah. Thank you very much for the super chat. We are getting the milk bones ready. Ava heard the milk bones come out. Will you give us a happy dance too? Is that possible?
All right.
Awesome. All right. Get your
Olay.
Olay.
Olay. You want a cupcake dance? That's the one that ends with Olay.
Oh. Olay. All right.
All right. Okay. Olay. All right.
Zena. Come on, get in your spot. Just sit. There you go. Do a shake. There you go. All right. Dogs have had their treats. We've had the happy dances. Hopefully, Ron's going to come and play with us. We will see. Whose turn was it? Who just went?
Parson just went.
Parson just went. Right. Okay. So, Mr. Zed, you're
It's Mr. Zed.
Mr. Zed. Running away. While running away from a bungled house burglary, Josh Westling, words are hard. Josh Westling ran into the street and stopped a car, threatening the driver and trying to steal the car. Little did Josh know, he was trying to steal from an undercover armed response unit, who arrested him with their guns drawn.
True.
Is false. We're making a comeback, guys. We're making a comeback. You can't win it all. We can't do it all.
I'm making a comeback. That's right.
We're a team here, John. We're a team.
No,
All
there's something to win. I'm gonna win it.
Ray. Granny, get your gun. Christopher Cheshire of Newton, Pennsylvania, thought he'd make a quick buck from an unsuspecting elderly woman in a mall parking lot with a fake handgun. The woman immediately clocked the gun as fake, confronted Cheshire, who ran from the scene. Cheshire was apprehended by police hours later with very real guns.
You know what? That sounds like both real and fake at the same time.
It does, doesn't it? It's only
Yeah.
one or the other. You got to pick one.
I know. Let me think about it for a second.
All
It's
right.
not
Can you
your
just read it
turn.
one more time?
Yeah. Christopher Cheshire of Newton, Pennsylvania, thought
Whose turn is it?
it's John's.
Oh,
I think you missed
No,
Ray Ray.
Sorry, it's Ray Ray's. It's Ray Ray's.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
but
so
give
sorry.
that question to John,
All right.
and we'll go back to Ray Ray.
Okay, so John, we'll do this one and then we'll go back to Ray Ray. I'm
sorry
sorry.
about that. Yeah, okay, gotcha.
John, Christopher Cheshire of Newton, Pennsylvania, thought he'd make a quick buck from an unsuspecting elderly woman in a mall parking lot with a fake handgun. The woman immediately clocked the gun as fake and confronted Cheshire, who ran from the scene. Cheshire was apprehended by police hours later with very real guns.
You know, it's Philadelphia, right? Oh man. No, I'm gonna say that's false.
That is true. So
What?
much for your comeback.
Oh man. All right.
All
I
right.
should have taken that question then.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. So
Yeah,
Ray
sorry
Ray's
about that.
turn.
Ray Ray's turn. Look out. James Dagelson snatched an iPhone X from the hand of Jackie Gray in Croydon, UK, as he roared past her on a scooter. Unfortunately, James wasn't looking where he was going and crashed head-on into a police car van. He was duly arrested and as he regained consciousness. So dude snatched a phone going by on a scooter and crashed into a police van, was knocked unconscious, and was being arrested as he gained consciousness.
true.
False. Womp womp. Mr. Zed, will you read a couple of them? Or just read Hez and then me? My allergies are going nuts right now. Sorry.
Are you ready, Hez?
Yes, indeed.
Chewing tobacco. A criminal crew in Maine was causing massive problems in the city, stealing from both businesses and the public. As the leader, Terry Estelle thought of himself as a true cowboy. He even chewed tobacco, almost like he was in character. This is what got him and his crew busted when police found the discarded spit of chewing tobacco at over 20 burglaries.
True. Ah, humbug.
And next, who's next?
Katie.
Are you ready?
I am, I guess.
Extended stay. A young man who had just been released from prison was in a bind with no ride home. Thinking quickly, he carjacked a woman right in front of the prison parking lot. Prison guards walked him back to his cell after the prisoner realized the car was a stick shift and he did not know how to drive it.
Oh, Erica and I were just talking about this yesterday about not knowing how to drive a stick shift. Both of us, by the way, know how to drive a stick shift.
That is so funny. I just started laughing when I heard that.
I'm going to say true.
It is
True. All right, recap.
So yeah, real quick, the reason I was talking to Katie about my stick shift is because I went to my holiday party on Thursday, and my van is in the shop, and I have a 5-speed, and we go to a country club, so my boss always insists that we valet, and in the past, I've been there 14 years, so I know they're young kids. And I said to Katie, I go, there is no way I was going to drive up and let a kid strip my clutch because he couldn't valet it. So we were just
true.
talking about that.
Yeah.
That's a good call.
So, I'm going to just read it in order. I have 3 points. News has 4, Parson 3, Mr. Z 5, Ray 4, John 5, Hez 2, and Katie 4.
All right. Next up is Erica, your turn. Cheetos. David Scott and Roger Wilkes were seen arguing in St. Louis near the convention center. The argument turned into a murder inquiry after David stabbed Roger once in the chest, killing him. It turns out the argument was over a bag of Cheetos. When you're hungry, nothing else matters.
I do love Cheetos. Are they crunchy or are they puffs?
It doesn't
That's my
say.
question.
It doesn't say.
I would
you're
say true.
It is true. It is true.
Don't come between me and my Cheetos.
Yeah. Katie, hold on a second. I think you can do it online. You don't have to download the app to play. I don't think. But yeah, everyone's welcome to play in the chat. Did you guys have to do an app to join teams? I thought you could just do it online if you didn't want to download the app. Like do it in a Chrome or whatever.
I had to download the app on the phone.
Oh, on the phone. So maybe you have to be on a computer.
So did I.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on a computer. I already had Microsoft Teams. So
Yeah.
I
Okay.
didn't download the new.
You can
I
just,
don't know.
if you're on a computer, just a link over.
Okay, so if you want to, if you go on an actual laptop or a computer desktop, you don't have to download the app. If you want to do it on your phone, you do. So that's, I guess, where we're at. We're working the kinks out of this system right now. So I'm sorry about that. Life to the Max is here. Life to the Max is the one that bought me this game. So everybody say thank you, Life to the Max, in the chat
Yeah,
now.
this is cool. Yeah.
Thank you, Life to the Max.
Yeah, she's the one that
She's
got
alright
this.
for a woman. She's all right.
She's just
That was a
stopping
good
by.
one.
Yeah, she's one of the good ones for sure. So thank you very much, Life to the Max.
I have to step away for a minute. If you guys want to take over the sound effects while I'm gone and just bum,
We'll
bum,
just
bum.
yeah. John, you're in charge of that. Exactly.
I think I got it down. I think we're all right.
It is News Now's turn. Watch out. On entering the bank in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Pete Simmons fired his sawed-off shotgun into the ceiling of the bank to scare the staff and customers inside. A large piece of ceiling fell directly onto Pete, knocking him out. Police arrested him as he started to gain consciousness. He might, I know he's working, so maybe when he comes back, we'll ask him that question. And in the meantime, we'll go on to Parson. When he gets back, remind me to, I'm going to leave this card separate for him. It's going to be his card. All right, Parson. Bert.
It was switching. I'm sorry, I'm back. It was going from my Bluetooth to the car, and it's all not smart.
Did you want me to reread, or did you get it?
I didn't hear anything.
Okay. On entering the bank in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Pete Simmons fired off his sawed-off shotgun into the ceiling just to scare the staff and customers inside. A large piece of ceiling fell directly onto Pete, knocking him out. Police got there before he gained consciousness.
Where was this?
Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Florida man. Actually, since I'm driving, can I poll the audience
Yeah.
and go on and ask other people and get back to my result?
Yes. Okay. So we're polling the audience. True or false? On entering the bank in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Pete Simmons fired his sawed-off shotgun into the ceiling of the bank to scare the staff and customers inside. A large piece of ceiling fell directly onto Pete, knocking him out. The police arrested him as he gained consciousness.
So, Katie, can I ask real quick? Can I vote as well in the?
Sure.
Chat?
Vote in the
Okay.
in the chat.
All right, I did.
No,
already.
that's not fair. He's going to actually get it wrong.
Wrong answer.
It looks like
That was
he's
a conflict
actually
of interest, of course, but you know.
most he said true, and also most of the audience is saying true. I'll read to you. Ron says true. Iawa Fagoso says true. Christo says false. Yo Mama says true.
Well, since your mom was my mama, we're going with mama's always right.
Hold on. Lisa White says false. There's more votes coming. There's an 8-second delay, so you still want to go with Yo Mama?
Yeah.
Yo Mama's wrong. It's false.
What'd you do to me? Oh, no.
You should have
I'll
went
remember
with
that with the ice tomorrow.
you should have went with John's answer. He wasn't trying to mess with you after all. All right. Burt Reynolds. This is for Parson. Scott DeFries spent his days online pretending he was 70s Hollywood heartthrob Burt Reynolds. He managed to extort money from over 50 women, amassing a small fortune. He was finally caught after he arranged a meeting with one of his would-be victims, and she quickly realized Scott looked nothing like Burt Reynolds and called the police.
I'll say false.
False is correct.
All right.
Mr. Zed,
Yes.
are you
Hey,
ready?
Mr. Zed, I'm just letting you know that we've gotten the last three right. Me, News, and Parsons. So we're at 4. You're at 5. Ray's at 4. So challenge.
Didn't News just get it wrong?
He did just get it wrong.
He had 4 the previous though.
Yeah.
Mm.
All
I'm
right.
just telling you. We're
Boo,
creeping up on you.
Boo, boo.
All right. Follow that line. When Darnell Parker of New Jersey stole a line painting vehicle from a local Publix work yard, he thought he had made a clean getaway. Unfortunately, in his haste to steal the vehicle, he had accidentally switched on the line painting. The following morning, police simply followed the dotted line all the way to Darnell's home.
Where was this at?
New Jersey. Darnell Parker of New Jersey.
Yeah, I'm gonna say true.
Womp womp. False. Ha ha. All right, Ray.
Ray, you can tie Mr. Zed and John right now.
Ooh,
Oh, no.
you're going down, honey. Only in Vegas, a street robber held a man at gunpoint and demanded his valuables. Unfortunately for the robber, the man in question was Jeff Butler, better known as Butterfingers, master magician and pickpocket. By the time the thief had run off, Jeff had his wallet and driver's license, and pretty soon the police had their man.
False.
False is correct. You are tied. You are tied for first
Woohoo.
place. Ba-bam. Tied. All right, John. This is to take the lead.
All right. Because, like, yeah, I was gonna say we're tied, right?
You're
The three
tied
of us?
right now.
Oh,
But
I don't like that. Yeah.
in this
Yeah.
round, Dave has already had his turn and you have not. So you could take the lead right
Right.
now.
I can take the lead. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Touchdown. Plaxico Burress was a promising football player for the New York Giants. Plaxico was carrying And-
Of course it is.
I know this story. You know this. I know this story. So
I actually think I do know this story because my dad's a big Giants fan.
all right.
So I think I have an edge on this one.
Plaxico
TBA.
Burress was a promising football player for the New York Giants. Plaxico was carrying an unregistered gun one night at a nightclub. The gun went off in his pants, shooting himself in the leg. With New York's strict gun laws, he served 2 years in prison. The Giants.
Yeah, no, that's
lost-
actually 100% true.
It is 100% true. It was a huge
Yeah,
news
I actually
story.
do know that story. Like I said, my dad is a huge Giants fan.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember that story came out. Yeah, that's 100% true.
100% true is correct. Ding, 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 ding.
John takes the lead, and I saw
That's
that
right.
gesture.
We have a game, people. We have a game.
That's right.
Hezekiah's card I'm going to set aside until he gets back, and it's my turn. So if you could read for me, loser. I mean, Mr. Zed.
Not liking this. Are you ready?
Yes.
As seen on CCTV. When faced with coming home empty-handed after his latest burglary fail, Tyrone Marquis of Seattle noticed the expensive-looking security camera on the wall. In seconds, it was off the wall and in his bag. Unfortunately for Tyrone, the camera was on and recorded the whole theft, leading to his arrest.
Did you have something to say, Ava? Oh, she's so squirmy. True.
False.
False. Womp womp.
Why'd they
hey-
have to name him Tyrone?
Do you guys in the audience remember when she was just a little itty bitty baby like 6 months ago and would sit in my lap when I streamed? Did you see the size of this mutt?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I know.
Big
I
dog. Yeah.
All right, recap time.
Well, we gotta wait for Hez.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, I mean, if he's not here, he just loses his turn, I guess.
Okay,
So,
Hez. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Come on, Hez.
1.
You got this.
how
In
about
his,
this?
in
Wait,
his absence, you should call the audience
That's
and have the audience answer for him.
and what I'm gonna, that's exactly
that's
what I'm
a
gonna
good-
do.
Let's. Yep.
All right, you guys in the audience, you're taking Hez's turn. I just want to make sure.
Can we vote for Hez?
No, none of us can vote for Hez. Everyone in the audience can vote for
Okay.
Hez. Danger Zone. Jamie Kraft tried to make her getaway in a child's battery-powered truck after she crashed her car into a mobile home. When officers caught up with the Kraft, she could barely stand and had a blood alcohol level nearly 3 times the legal limit. True or false? True or false? Oh, Hez says true? I don't see where Hez is. Danger zone. We're gonna poll the audience because I don't see Hez in the chat or anything. Am I missing it? I don't know. Anyway, Jamie Kraft tried to make her getaway in a child's battery-powered truck after she crashed her car into a mobile home. When the officers caught up with Kraft, she could barely stand and had a blood alcohol level nearly 3 times the legal limit. I'm gonna do because, you know, I think
Yeah, we don't know. What's the reason for the doo-doo?
the do because there's a delay on YouTube. I want people to have a chance to answer. It looks like most of the audience
doo-doo.
is saying true. Do we all agree? This is going to be Hez's answer is going to be true. Hez gets a point. The answer is true. By the way, if you're a member, you can join. There is a community post for members only in my on my channel. So click the link on the community post. You're welcome to join the game. I see several people. Christo, I see you. Bandit, I see you. Join the game. It's fun.
Okay.
So recap time.
I am Erica, News, Parson. We have 4. Mr. Zed has 5. Ray Ray has 5. John has 6. Has 3. And Katie Zed 4.
All right.
Into round 9.
Round 9. Mr. Zed, could you read, please, for a couple of these? I'm going to refill my coffee. Can you read? Are you able to read?
Better than you.
Yes, that's true. Very true. Thank you.
It's my question.
Erica, are you ready?
Yes.
A sticky end. Romanian pig farmer Andrei Florin stole most of his pigs from the surrounding villages simply by tempting the pigs into his van with his homemade sugar-coated apples. Unfortunately, when stealing some pigs from nearby, Andrei fell into the sty with pockets full of sticky apples and was subsequently eaten by the pigs.
That just sounds so crazy. I'm going to say true.
False.
Damn.
Wah, 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 wah,
As
wah.
for going against me, who's next?
That's funny.
It does sound true though. Pigs are like that.
Yep.
So yeah. Mm.
I mean, not that I would have used that tactic.
Never. No, never. But it's a thing. I've heard.
I've heard
Rumors.
from the hills of Kentucky.
I'm hungry, you know, or whatever, you know, yeah.
All right, who do we got next?
I would be up next and holding the audience, so pay attention to the question.
Speaker Spark. Grayson attended a Metallica concert at the Hollywood Bowl. He decided he wanted to steal a Marshall speaker as a souvenir. Sadly for Grayson, he was knocked unconscious after being electrocuted. He was arrested for endangering life when he regained consciousness.
I would have no clue either, so I'm glad I'm holding the audience.
Audience, throw your answers in the chat.
And I'm not going to side with anybody on this. We'll, however many, count them up, and the most votes wins.
1 true, 1 false. 2 false. 2 true, 2 false. It is 50-50.
Well, if it's a 50-50, I can't get it wrong, so I get a point then, right?
No.
That's not the
No.
case. you got to be the tiebreaker here.
All right, we got to do a tiebreaker. Somebody vote.
Or you pick one. Like,
If I got to pick, Oh, false.
And the answer is false.
false.
You
Yeah.
got it right.
Awesome. I don't know how I did that.
It was a 50-50 chance. Parson.
Parsons next or Ray Ray? Parsons.
No, Parson's next.
Parson, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Gentleman thief. Jay Brock was an expert safe cracker and burglar. His calling card was a suit, tie, and mask, often caught on video. One day, Jay burglarized a home, cracking a safe, netting cash and diamonds. Jay accidentally closed the safe on his tie and could not free himself. The owner showed up and called the cops, ending Jay's career.
I'm going to say false.
And the answer is false.
Yay!
Good job. And next we have
Ray.
Ray Ray. Here we go. A positive move.
No, I'm after you.
Yeah, but Katie Zed's not back.
Okay.
And she would have to read mine.
I'm back. I'm
Okay.
back. I'm back. Sorry. Ooh,
Okay.
I'm back. Fake Elvis. We all know how some people love Elvis around here. Johnny P. I guess Hez is back too. Hez, did you know you got a point the last time? Your camera's not on for some reason, so I didn't know you were back.
Yeah, I know. I did that on purpose.
Okay, that's fine. Johnny P was an Elvis impersonator in Yuba City, Arizona. He was also a petty cook. He robbed a mini market late one night, tied up the cashier, loaded up his bag, all the while singing Jailhouse Rock. There's Elvis, though. His rendition was so good that the police immediately looked for an Elvis impersonator, arresting Johnny.
True.
False. You lose. So when you weren't here, we took your turn and we polled the audience. So they answered for you and they got it right.
Yay! All right.
And you thought you had the best audience in the world. Apparently my audience is getting you points.
Yes, I love it.
All right. Next is Ray Ray. What are you okay, whatever. Dumb Santa. Andy Dean from Edinburgh, Scotland, I guess it's probably pronounced Edinburgh, Scotland, was placed under arrest while still stuck halfway up a chimney. He later told police he had gotten the idea after seeing a Christmas movie where Santa Claus had come down the chimney to gain entry into the house.
True.
False. By the way, going through a chimney is not a great idea for robbery or any other reason. I was just researching a story, which is not long enough for a full Overruled episode, but maybe long enough for a Crimeland segment, where a kid was trying to break into a house and got stuck in a chimney and was missing, just reported missing for like years and years, like 15 or 20 years. And they were demolishing the house and found his bones in the chimney.
Wow.
For the chimney sweep is such an important job.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna find those bodies. You know.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna
Right.
find them. Legit. Yeah.
All right, John, your turn. What round are
Alright.
we on, Erica?
Who knows?
We are on round 9.
Round 9. So let's finish round 9 and do round 10, and then I think we'll see who's winning at that time. Unless you guys want, like, what I mean, if everybody's wants to do another round after that, let's just go to 10 rounds, and then we'll
I mean, I'm
reassess.
fine as long as I'm winning. Otherwise, I want to do more.
As long as who's there? Oh, I'm reading for John. This is Aktung.
Yep, John, listen. News, Parson, Mr. Zed, and Ray Ray have 5.
Yeah.
You have 6.
Right. That's
So
what I'm
right
saying.
now, yep,
Be a good time to quit.
you can take no because we have round 10.
Okay. All right.
Right. I'm ready to win. Trust me. I'm about it.
All right. John's round 9 question. Achtung. A German bank robber sent mocking emails to local police ridiculing their efforts to arrest him. He first let them know they had his age and build all wrong. Then he corrected their announcement that he'd escaped on foot, letting them know that he used a getaway car. The cops got the last word after using his email to trace and arrest him.
Do we know? We don't know what year this was.
We don't know what year it was.
That's not fair. All right.
We do know that that's how the BTK killer got caught, though.
Right, but that's not.
It's
Germany,
not.
is it?
No. It's not
Yep.
Germany. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that there's precedent that this can happen.
Right.
You can poll the audience.
You can poll the audience. You can phone a
Yeah.
friend.
Let's see the audience. What is the audience?
Is
think?
Mrs.
But you're
Miss,
weak.
is
we-
Mrs.
And then I'll do whatever the opposite of what they say.
Is
what I'm
Mrs.
gonna do.
Fagoso around? You can ask her.
No, she is currently in bed.
Oh.
Because she is also weak.
Boo. All right, I'm going to reread this for the audience. This is a poll the audience. He's using his poll the audience.
I have
Achtung.
not done this thus far. Just
A-
letting you know.
A
Yeah.
German bank robber sent mocking emails to local police ridiculing their efforts to arrest him. He first let them know that they had his age and build all wrong. Then he corrected their announcement that he'd escaped on foot, letting them know that he used a getaway car. The cops got the last word after using his email to trace and arrest him.
Mm.
Audience?
I'll wait like a minute or so, but this
Yeah.
just, I don't know, this sounds false.
There's a delay, so
That's not my final answer. I'm just saying it sounds false. Like,
I need you guys in the chat to let us know what you think because there's, you
Yeah.
know, this is a
Please.
phone a friend round. So he's asking you. He wants to know what
Asking
people like
y'all?
you think. Surrender Monkey says yes. Only one person voted.
I don't know, you know,
Yes, it's true, or yes, it's false.
I should figure out
Right,
how
we
to
don't know.
do. I need to figure out how to do polls on YouTube. Do
Oh,
you
that's
do
easy.
that?
there is a way to do it. Yeah,
I
you
know.
can do it.
Hez does it all the time. Hez, do you do it in studio or on YouTube?
No, you go to YouTube
Hmm.
and under the chat there's a
Nice.
little link that says engage with your audience.
Oh,
You click
okay.
on that and it gives you options and want to start a poll.
You know what? This one, I'm just gonna go for it. It's false. That's not true. If you're gonna mock somebody, you're not gonna have your actual email address. Like, I'm not gonna use my main email address to be like, haha. you
Final
know,
answer?
no,
Is that
final
fine?
answer.
Okay,
False.
that's true. It's true.
Oh, he got it wrong.
No,
You could have pulled ahead. You could pull ahead. I think
Oh,
maybe
no.
now that I know how to do this poll, I think maybe
Ooh.
next time, next time we do this, we're gonna play once a month. Next time we do this,
Yeah.
we'll have, we're going through the members who are here, and then after that,
Oh,
we'll do a round like where the audience votes, and I'll just put a poll. So we'll do the audience first, and then leave the poll up there while we do our round. What do
I'm
you guys
still
think?
ahead, am I right?
You're
At the moment?
tied. Oh, you're ahead by one, right?
I should be ahead by one,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Yeah,
I
but
had
you have
points to,
3
like,
people at 5.
Separate yet.
3 people could
Yeah.
catch you in the next round.
They could. They're not going to, but they could.
This is
Remember, in round 3,
I like that.
in the final round, point values are tripled.
no,
Oh, we should do that.
no.
We
Nope.
should do
We
that.
should do
next
that.
time. However, this time, you guys are just dumb. So
We are.
Hey, this is our first time.
Yeah.
Our first time. So through Hez and Ray
What do
Ray,
you
they're
think in
gonna
the
help
audience?
us.
Should we triple the points on the last round?
We are going to since this is our first time and we're getting all the kinks worked out, we will make house rules for next time we play. That
Yes,
might be one
next
of them.
time.
We'll
But this
figure it
time,
out.
I'm winning that coffee mug. I want it. You don't
Oh.
understand. I want it.
Okay, so real quick before Hez gets his question, where's my mouse? If you really want this coffee mug so badly, you can get one. That's the overruled one, but there is a Crime Land one too, as you can see right here. For
Yeah.
$15 on ktzed.com, that's ktzed.com, you can use discount code IGGY5 for 5% off. That basically pays for the shipping, by the way. So IGGY5, the number 5, for 5% off at ktzed.com all month. All month. We have all sorts of good stuff. There are ornaments. Ray Ray has one of these Christmas ornaments. How did you get it yet, Ray Ray? Has it arrived?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, so I won't ask her about the quality of the ornament, but I happen to know because I have one. It's really good. Did you like that hat that Mr.
I
Zed
got
had?
one.
Who has one?
I got one person.
Oh, you did get one. I forgot. You did. Did you
Yeah.
like it? Is it good quality?
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's got a little magnet on the back. So I got it
Yeah.
on the refrigerator.
I was gonna say, is that a
Speaking-
magnet?
Speaking of magnet,
Yeah.
Hezekiah has his magnet right there. A little refrigerator magnet there.
Like magnets. I would love
Back
to have
up a
a
little,
magnet,
dude.
Katie. I would love
Yeah.
to have a magnet. Yeah.
If you would
That'd
like
be
a dad hat with a leather patch that says overruled on it, you can get one of those. $17.50. All of my items are priced very reasonably because I want you guys to have this stuff. I'm not out here to make money. This is my hobby, for goodness sakes. We also have Xena. We all know you're actually here to see Xena, to see Xena, not
That's
me.
what I'm saying. Is like basically the entire
Yeah.
point of her show
Mhm.
is like Zeta doesn't get fed unless you guys give her money.
Ex-
So you better give her money, otherwise Zeta goes hungry. And
Exactly.
you don't want the dog to go hungry, do you? Come on
No,
now.
look at how sad she
You better
is.
give.
Look at
There's
how
a-
skinny she is.
I got
She's
I got
so
a Thailand
she's so
shirt too.
sorry, truly.
Get a pet bandana. Look at her. She's dreaming right now. How cute is that? Look at her little feet
That's
moving.
very cute. Yeah.
Yeah, so it says the little pet bandana says True Crime with Xena featuring Katie Zed because I am second fiddle to Xena, obviously. There's
Right.
t-shirts, $17.50 for the overruled t-shirts. You can't beat that. You really can't beat that. Like I
Yeah.
said, they're the soft, the super soft touch t-shirts, so they're very comfortable. Get one, use it as a sleep shirt. It's good stuff. Good stuff. I promise.
I bought one for Addison, the yellow,
Oh, yeah, the
with
Xena
the
one.
Xena.
Is
Yeah,
it good
She
quality?
uses, yes, and she uses it as a nightgown.
It's super soft, right?
Yes.
$17.50, guys. 17. How can you beat that? You can't beat it. So, John, if you don't win tonight, Crime Land mug,
I get it.
$15.
Yeah, I get it. But at the same time, I want that mug.
You just
Want
want to win is what you
I
want.
just want to win.
It's
I just
competition.
want to win. Doesn't matter what it is. I'm about it.
All right, are you ready for your question, Hezekiah?
Absolutely, positively.
Fool's Gold. Robbers in Sacramento, California spied a giant golden nugget through the windows of the city's Gold Rush Museum. Late one night, they broke in, setting off the alarm. The giant nugget was so heavy it slowed the crooks down, allowing police to capture them. The golden nugget was actually a giant chunk of gold-plated iron. It was used for display, I guess.
See, this is the second question I got that has to do with weight. Like they were running with the change, and that's how they got caught. Now they're running with the, like, are all the weight ones false by default? I'm gonna say true just because I want to lose.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
It is false. Good call on the wanting to lose.
Ding dong, dang dang, nabbit.
Ding dong dang. Okay, so I get one more question and then we'll go into round 10. Mr. Zed, you got to read.
Yes, going into round 10.
Wait,
Katie
I got to
Zed
get my
can-
question first.
No, I know you can
Oh.
tie
Okay.
with News, Parson, Mr. Zed, and Ray Ray.
Okay.
So no pressure.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
You won't get this one.
Probably
Baker's
not.
dozen.
Okay.
A thief who broke into a Melbourne bakery became
Did you just
trapped
say
in a-
Melbourne?
Yeah,
Melbourne?
that's really good.
It's Melbourne.
No, it's Melbourne.
Okay.
Bakery became trapped in a locked storeroom. He was captured on CCTV stacking containers and chairs in a desperate attempt to escape. Cameras rolled for 30 minutes as he attempted and fell to the ground at least 5 times. The burglar eventually freed himself and handed himself in.
True.
You are correct.
Yeah, she shoots, she scores.
Yes, it's an eagle on my shoulder.
All right, recap time.
Okay, so I have 4. News, Parsons, Mr. Zed, Ray Ray have 5. John has 6. Has 3. And Katie Zed 5.
All right. By the way, if Mr. Zed or I win, whoever is the next highest score will actually get the prize. All right. Did you just strangle the... Okay, whatever. Erica.
You crack me up, Mr. Zed. Seriously, you're so funny.
Yeah, you should try living with him.
That was some kind of bird that you were jumping over there, wasn't it?
It looked like an eagle. Was it an eagle?
It's a beanie baby eagle.
As long as it's not a chicken.
No.
Yeah, it's actually quite adorable. I mean, you know,
It's a freedom chicken.
freedom chicken. Yeah.
Don't forget, if you guys become a member, you could do this with us next month. It'd be lots of fun. Please do. The more the merrier. I actually bought the plan on Teams where I can host up to 100 people. Obviously, if we have 100 people in here, we will have to do less than 10 rounds. But okay, Erica, Joyride to Nowhere.
Marathon Stream.
Jerome Howard and his 2 brothers were bored one Saturday night and decided to steal a vehicle and go on a joyride. After half an hour, Howard and his brothers were pulled over by the Coast Guard.
So they stole a boat?
I get. Oh, that's why I was confused. I just reread. Okay, the brothers had stolen a tugboat from the Boston Harbor. Sorry, Boston Harbor. And they were easy to target and catch. Okay, let me
Wait,
reread
I have a
this. I
bad
was,
connection.
I was confused when I read it. So
Bad.
Erica.
Katie, your mic's going.
Is it?
Katie, you have been muted because your mic is going out.
my mic is
Yeah,
going
Erica.
out. Can you hear me now? Hold on, let me
No.
switch. Let me switch.
Erica, it's not you.
You should be ashamed, to be honest. That was terrible. I was kidding.
Is this better?
I'm glad it wasn't me.
Can you hear me?
No, it's not you.
No, it wasn't
Shit.
just you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, I switched
Yeah.
to my backup mic. I don't know what's up. Like, this is not a cheap microphone, by the way. I don't know what's happening with it. It's pretty new as well. This freaking Shure piece of crap. All
There's
right,
fatigue marks on the boards. Other people have those problems too.
I think it's the cord. I don't think it's the actual microphone, and I've ordered new cords from Amazon that should be here tomorrow. So hopefully tomorrow, by the time we do tomorrow's stream, we'll be good. All right, Joyride to Nowhere. This question is for Erica. Joyride to Nowhere. Jerome Howard and his two brothers were bored one Saturday night and decided to steal a vehicle to go for a joyride. After half an hour, Howard and his brothers were pulled over by the Coast Guard. The brothers had stolen a tugboat from the Boston Harbor and were easy to target and catch.
Well, I'm going to say it's false because you cannot steal a vehicle and be pulled over by the Coast Guard unless it was a boat.
They said they
So I'm
stole
gonna say,
it was a tugboat. They stole a tugboat. The brothers had stolen a tugboat from the Boston Harbor and were easy to target and catch. Did you still want to go
False.
with? Okay, so false.
yeah, I'm going to go false.
It is false, but you can definitely get pulled over by the Coast Guard. But it is, you
Yeah.
get a point.
Oh, that was
Definitely
right.
pulled over for sure. Yeah.
So wait, I got that point.
You got the point, but not for the reasons you thought you
Okay.
did.
Can I tell you guys something real quick?
Yes.
I didn't say anything. I knew the answer to that question immediately because Jerome Howard and his two brothers are literally the Three Stooges. Their real names.
Oh, you know what? Okay, listen.
Yeah.
Ron Colzer put that in, and I did in chat, and I didn't understand what he was saying. So thank you, Ron.
Yeah. But yeah, you can definitely be pulled over by the Coast Guard, though, for sure.
Not that I would know, but they can definitely
No,
pull you over, and they can make you show them the amount of
Yeah.
life vests that are on board. They
Right.
can make you
But
you
what-
show them the
Yeah.
fire extinguisher that is required. Not that I would know.
I know personally.
I've done a video about a size 6
because
got
of
pulled over
the
on
in
a
Charleston Harbor, they pulled us over. Yeah.
Sorry, one
It happened.
at a time. John, tell your story real quick.
It's not much of a story. I was like 6 or 7 years old in Charleston Harbor, in South Carolina, and they pull you over like for anything over there. Like
Yeah.
you'll be going down like they have all kinds of rules
Mhm.
that are like, oh, you can't be this close to the barrier. You can't be that close
Yeah.
to this, and you can't and they'll pull you over for anything, and they'll want to search you.
News Now Enemy, did you were saying something at the same time that I couldn't hear because you were both talking?
Yeah, go ahead.
Enemy? News Now Voodoo? Did you have something to
I
say?
was muted.
Yeah, what were you saying?
Yeah, no, I had done a video. It's on my World News Tuesday playlist about somebody who got pulled over in a boat boarding. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh. Okay, it is News Now's turn. Mr. Zed, will you read some of these questions? I want to pull up links for everybody that's on stream, so I can plug your guys' stuff. John, you don't have anything right now, right? You're not doing the Porch Boys anymore?
Not currently, no.
Okay, no plug for you then.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right.
Other than my Twitter, that'd be the
I
only
will
one.
plug your Twitter. Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Zed, if you could read a couple of questions so I can get some links going.
Who is next? News Now?
News Now, then Parson.
I'm next.
News Now. Are you ready, sir?
I am ready.
Drifting. Greg and Waza love stealing boats, and living on the south coast of England gave them ample opportunity. After stealing a 65-foot fare lane from Leamington, they decided to celebrate on board the boat. They were later found asleep and arrested by the Coast Guard after the boat was seen drifting toward Old Harry's Rocks.
You were breaking up. Can you repeat that?
Greg and Waza loved stealing boats, and living on the south coast of England gave them ample opportunity. After stealing a 65-foot fare lane from Leamington, they decided to celebrate on board the boat. They were later found asleep and arrested by the Coast Guard after the boat was seen drifting toward Old Harry Rocks.
I think you're breaking up, Jim.
Can you hear me?
There you are.
I got a bad connection. I can't hear half of it. So,
Just guess.
audience, help me out.
Polling the audience. The audience is not answering. Just say true or false.
Christo said false.
I got a 50-50 chance of being truly false.
So he said false.
False it is.
Okay, you better thank Christo.
All right, who's next?
You News Now and John are now tied for first place.
Ooh. Parson is up next.
Unacceptable.
Carson, are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Bears. Travis Grader was a poacher in Minnesota and could get $20,000 for bear parts. A bear hunting is legal in Minnesota. Travis thought he would advertise his kills on the internet to sell them faster. Cops in Wisconsin bought a bear, which Travis shipped, violating federal law.
I'll say true.
Answer is false.
Aw.
Dang it. You lose. I have one more.
Okay, now News Now and John are tied
Ooh.
for first place.
And it
I
is
don't like it. I don't like it.
is Mr. Zed's turn. So I will read real quick and then I'll go back to posting links. Cash out.
The question.
Charles Ray
If it's
Fuller.
a tie, do we both?
No, we go to a tiebreaker round. Cash out. Charles Ray Fuller, a Texas criminal, tried to cash a bogus check for $360 billion with a B. The check wasn't even made out to him, and he quickly was arrested on forgery charges.
Texas.
Charles Ray Fuller, a Texas criminal, tried to cash a bogus check for $360 billion. The check wasn't even made out to him, and he was quickly arrested on forgery charges.
False.
That says true.
What? No.
It says true.
Oh, Mr. Zed, how far?
I know.
Oh, sir.
Could you please?
Wah, wah, wah.
please read for Ray Ray?
You're a once contender, sir.
I'll plug your channel if you read for Ray Ray. Did he leave? Mr. Zed? All
Oh
right.
no, he didn't. Okay, there he is. Oh no, he's got his ultra.
He had to
dust
do a
cap.
uniform change.
Yeah, the ultra dust cap right there. Yeah, fair enough.
Could you please
right,
read for
Ray
Ray
Ray.
Ray?
Who can you trust, Ray Ray? Eloise Reeves approached a policeman and asked him to help her get her money back from the quality crack cocaine she just purchased. Eloise showed him the crack, but she had tucked away in her mouth, and he placed her under arrest.
On with these drug questions. I can tie somebody or do something here, right? I don't know what's going on here.
Katie's tippity tapping away and not on mute.
I know.
Lisa says true.
Sorry.
Yeah. Let me ask them what they think.
This will help Ray Ray get into a tie for first place. So vote.
Got one true. No falses.
Come on, Christo. You've been good. You've guessed quite a few of them. Give Ray Ray help. No pressure.
Pressure.
Anyone?
Anyone?
You've got one true. You've got two trues.
The Render Monkey says, I'm still saying I won. I can prove if I'm cheating. And Krista said he didn't hear. Repeat then.
Who can you trust? Eloise Reeves approached a policeman and asked him to help her get her money back for the poor quality crack cocaine she just purchased. Eloise showed him the crack, which she had tucked away in her mouth, and he placed her under arrest.
Oh. False. I'm just gonna go. I'm saying false.
You're saying false.
Yes.
It was actually true.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Got him.
Who's next?
Okay, John, no pressure.
Oh,
What?
there's
Are
no
you ready?
pressure at all. I got this.
No pressure. No pressure.
All good. Let's do it.
This
Oh,
old
yeah.
thing, John. This old thing. Timothy Baker had just escaped jail and was desperate to find a change of clothes for his orange prison suit. Raiding a costume closet at a fine arts center, he quickly changed into a 19th century green wool outfit, complete with rubber galoshes. It wasn't long before Baker was spotted on the streets and rearrested.
We don't have a town or anything like that. No town or state. It's just that.
Just that.
Repeat it for me, please.
Timothy Baker had just escaped jail and was desperate to find a change of clothes for his orange prison suit. Raiding a costume closet at a fine arts center, he quickly changed into a 19th century green wool outfit, complete with rubber galoshes. It wasn't long before Baker had been spotted on the street and rearrested.
Yeah, that's false. False.
The answer is true.
Are you kidding me? Dude. Ah.
Oh, and 3 of the people in the chat said false.
Oh, did they? Oh my God, they did. Yeah. Ah,
How the mighty
man, that
have
sounds
fallen.
like such nonsense. How would you? Why would you walk down the street in 19th century garb? That makes no sense. Ah, why would you do that? All
Orange
right.
jumpsuit, 19th century garb. 50-50.
Oh,
Kind of
I
like
don't
your
know. This
losing
was like
streak.
the jumpsuit. You can like explain it. Hey, yeah, I'm part of a play or whatever. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
All right, who's next?
Okay, Hez.
Yeah.
Hez, are you ready, sir?
It's indeedy weedy.
Heavy metal.
Yes.
Oh, good subject. Good subject.
Ray Murphy from Winchester, England, stole some lead from the roof of Winchester Cathedral. With over 2 yards of lead in his arms, he tried to climb down an iron drain pipe. He miscalculated his footing and fell 20 feet, trapping himself with the lead. He was arrested the next morning, crying for help due to the pain in his ribs.
False.
And the answer is false.
All right. Finally got one. Bing, bing, bing. Like legitimately.
Well, you're going to automatically be in last place because you have 4. But last place is also first place because we had fun.
That's right.
We did have fun. All right, I get a question, and then we got to calculate the scores.
All right, are you ready?
Yes.
Easy come.
Okay, wait. No pressure, Katie. But if you get this one right, you will be tied with News and John for first place.
All right. So
Then
what
there
do
will
we
be a
do?
tiebreaker.
Yeah, we'll have to do a tiebreaker if there's a tie. All right. What's the question?
Easy come. In the early hours of the morning, a bank's ATM was robbed and $15,240 was taken. The following day, a man entered the same bank and deposited $15,240 into his personal account. He was arrested soon after.
That is so dumb. I have not used my poll the audience yet. Do I want to poll the audience? No, I'm just going to answer.
Well, Crystal says false, and
He's been right a lot.
a lot.
I'm going to go with Christo and say false. By the way, Christo, you could have been playing with us and won a coffee mug, by the way, because you're a member. So I'm going to go with Christo and say false.
And the answer is true.
Oh, womp womp.
Womp, womp, womp. Yeah.
Wrong button.
Okay, so the tiebreaker goes to News and John.
All right, read off
No polling.
no polling. Read
No
off the
polling.
read off the final scores, Erica. How many points did you have?
Okay,
It's
I
going
had
down here
5.
and I'm driving. Back there.
News had 6.
Okay.
Parsons, Mr. Zed, Ray 5. John 6 has 4. You 5.
Okay, so the loser is Hezekiah.
Ah, ding dong dang dang nabbit.
No.
And he wins a prize.
To be fair, you're my favorite loser tonight. You are my favorite loser. So,
All right, thank you.
fuck you, man. You're awesome.
I
dude.
win by default because I got this.
Yes,
Yeah, dude.
overruled Magnet. Exactly.
You're my favorite loser. right there.
All right, so we're gonna do sudden death. I'm gonna read 2 questions. One for each of you. If one of you gets it right and the other gets it wrong, we have a winner. If you both get it wrong, we'll do another sudden death question. Okay.
Okay.
So
All right.
They both get it right.
If they both get it right, we go on to another sudden death question. I
Fair enough.
want John to pick my right hand or my left hand.
Wait, I can't see you. What do you mean?
Oh. Well, just pick. I
You've
have,
got a card in each hand. Which card do you want?
yeah, I have a card in each hand. Which card?
I guess I'll pick a hand, and that will be, of course, the left hand.
The left hand. Okay.
Yeah.
Miami Vice. In the late 1980s, brazen drug dealers in Miami named their twin yachts Crockett and Tubbs after the cop buddies in a popular TV show, Miami Vice. The cops took interest, staking out the boat owners, trapping them in a vice sting involving 5,000 kilos of cocaine. True or false?
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
All right.
Repeat that, please.
I can repeat that. In the late 1980s, brazen drug dealers in Miami named their twin yachts Crockett and Tubbs after the cop buddies in a popular TV show called Miami Vice. The cops took interest, staking out the boat owners and trapping them in a vice sting involving 5,000 kilos of cocaine.
Shit, man. I didn't watch the show. I'm too young for this show.
Shit man is not one of the answers that you
It's not one of the answers. Okay, damn, that sucks.
That's a lot. Don't think about the show. Think about that's a lot of blow, man. You
Yeah.
think they got
That's a lot of
that?
blow.
It doesn't have anything to do with the show. Basically, they named their boats after the show, which has piqued
Yeah,
the
no, I
interest
get
of
that.
police.
So I'm gonna go with true. I want to go with true.
Final answer?
Final answer, true.
It is false.
Oh,
False.
mother.
All right,
Yeah.
news no enemy. If you get this right, you win. If you get it wrong, we go on to another question.
All right, so we got more questions coming.
If you get it right, you win. This one is called
Okay, so we got a couple more questions.
Heads Up. Steve Reeves stole a police helmet from the back of a patrol car in Newcastle upon...
Hang on. I had to roll up my window.
Okay.
You start over.
Yes. Steve Reeves stole a police helmet from the back of a patrol car in Newcastle upon Tyne in England. Over the next few hours, Steve posted online pictures of himself wearing the helmet and having a laugh. What Steve didn't know was that all British police helmets have built-in GPS trackers, so it wasn't long before he was found and arrested for stealing government property.
Did they give a time or recently, or did they say anything about that?
It doesn't say anything about a time, but they're talking about GPS trackers and posting on social media, so I assume it's more recent than not.
Okay. False.
We have a winner. It is false.
No.
Hey!
You're down, John. You're down.
Yay!
All right.
No. Oh, no.
Did you pay attention to?
Oh, it's so
Did you
close.
pay attention to chat at all?
He's driving. I doubt he's reading the chat.
I
Oh,
have the
okay.
chat on my phone just.
Okay.
You better not be reading the chat,
Right.
to be
What
fair.
did the chat say?
They said
The
false. as
chat
well.
people gave you, but they gave you hints.
No,
Ron
that's not fair.
Klopser said Steve Reeves was Hercules,
Oh,
I knew the name.
and Lisa White said false.
Yeah, I was going with false just from that, but then with the GPS tracking,
yep.
they did some weird things, and with it being on the top of their helmet, wouldn't make sense on the top of their head, but, and they got those hard plastic helmets, so that actually made sense that it could do that, but, yay, I won!
You don't wear a
Yay!
helmet. They
What-
don't wear helmets. It makes sense. Yeah.
What I'm gonna do is
Mhm.
these are the cards that we read already, and I'll have Mr. Zed take out the ones that he read to me already. So what we will do is the next time we play, I'm gonna set these aside, and we will start with the ones that we have not read yet, which we have a ton.
All right.
So,
That's right.
News No
Yeah,
Enemy is the
that's
winner
right.
of the day.
Mm.
Real quick before we go, let's do this. I want you all to know that you can be a part of the show. You can definitely be a part of the show by signing up to be a member. Definitely do that. You'll be invited to next month's game month. I'm not sure when it will be. I'm thinking probably around, what are we at, the second weekend or first? Yeah, we're at the second weekend of the month. So let's just keep it at that. Second weekend of January, we'll do it again. And you're all invited. Everyone's obviously can play along in the chat, but if you want to play with the opportunity to win prizes, you have to become a member, and it's as a members only perk. This is one of the perks. Tomorrow, 4:30.
And I think, oops, sorry.
No, go ahead.
And I think next month we need to keep track of how many outfit changes Mr. Zed does for an entry into the drawing. Because
we'll produce my show after the show. We'll decide.
yeah, but he was funny with all of his outfit changes. This
definitely-
was a fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
This was fun.
I know I'm a big dork, and one of my best times or one of my favorite things is like just hanging out with friends playing board games. So this was fun, and I'm glad. Thank you very much to Erica, Hezekiah, John, Mr. Zed, not that he had a choice, News No Enemy, and Parston for joining me
Oh,
up here.
Bandit. Look
Yep,
at the
no
chat.
problem.
Bandit.
It's fun.
I see. I can see. I can see. Thank you. Before we're gonna give the doggos some treats. Unfortunately, the Xenacam. All of this, by the way, all of the super chats and stuff, we're saving up to get a new Xenacam because it keeps going out. So let me see if I can reconnect the Xenacam real quick. If not, I'll call them over here. Add source. Yes. Okay, it's working again. Yeah, it's the Xenacam that I have is just the very, very cheap camera that I started with, and then when I got a new camera, that became the Xenacam. But it is, I mean, it's not
Fair
a good,
enough.
not a good camera. So we're saving up to get them a good camera. We'll probably get me a better camera and then give them this camera. Is what we'll do.
I'm happy to make second place.
You
in
did get
the
second,
first
yeah.
ever.
The first
game
monthly game night.
I
Yeah.
mean, come on now. That should account for something. Absolutely, yeah.
This
And over here,
Has I just
Count as-
has I just want you to know that I have been keeping score
yeah.
with my rash pen.
Nice. That's awesome sauce.
You touch. Thank you. Thank
Did
you.
you notice when he was doing the costume changes, I put my Erica hat on for a minute?
I did see that. Oh, see the
I
camera
did
went out
see
again.
that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyway, I'm going to drop, guys. This has been great. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And definitely let me know.
Yeah.
All right, I'll
Thanks
see
for
you guys.
joining.
Good meeting you, man.
All right,
Yeah.
bye, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Bandit.
I gotta duck inside real quick. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
We're gonna be
Still
done.
here.
I'm gonna do my outro and we're done. So we'll see you later.
See
All
you
right,
later,
I'll catch
everybody.
y'all
Thanks
later.
for today. I won the inaugural ball.
Yes.
Thank you, Parson. Thank you, News Now, John.
All right.
Mr.
I'll see you
Zed.
later.
Let me do
Yeah.
my outro and then we'll say goodbye. Give me I need 30 seconds is all.
All right. No problem. Yeah.
Tomorrow, coming up at 4:30, we're covering Kai, the hatchet-wielding hitchhiker. Number 2 will be on the show for that. It's going to be a good time. It's a great, great story. And what you think you know about that story is not the whole story. There's so much more that I'm going to dig into tomorrow for you guys. After that is the TD case, which is a homicide that took place on Christmas. So it's our special Christmas episode, which will be lots of fun. We're doing a couple of Crime Behind the Musics following that, because the next 2 Sundays are Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. So I've already done the research for the Pearl Jam song Jeremy and the Nirvana song Polly. We will be doing that. So that's the month of December in a nutshell. We hope to see you back here tomorrow, 4:30 Eastern time. Be here or be square. Thank you very much for coming. John, it's been a pleasure. Sorry you didn't win. Mr. Zed, I'm glad you didn't win. Erica, thank you so much for all of your help. I appreciate you so much for keeping score and being a part of the program. And News Now Enemy, it shows you're still here. If you are or if you aren't, I appreciate you being here. And congratulations on your big win. That's it, guys. That's the show. Might be trolling. Might be trolling. Just join the chat. You totally missed the show. We're leaving. Goodbye. Goodbye. You're late. No game for you. You're late. Bye, everybody. Have a good night.
First Florida man was Hernando de Soto. First Florida man, Hernando de Soto. First Florida man was Hernando de Soto. Won't you solo go show off your photos, throw out your Twinkies, throw up your ho-hos, tuck in them pinkies, them shits a no-no. The first Florida man was Hernando de Soto. Brought to my attention by the man with the mojo. My 8 subscriber, I'm a fagoso. Jump in them sinkies and dump them mimosos. The first Florida man was Hernando de Soto. First Florida man was Hernando de Soto. First Florida man was Hernando de Soto.
Looking for new thrills, needed a new track of land. I used to dig The Simpsons, man. Bumping Biggie, Pop, Smash Mouth, and Simple Plan. No scrubs for the crease in my pimples, damn. From the south streets of southeast Michigan, hitting shuffle till I settled on a different jam. And when a dime won't do, a better nickel can. And let me tell you, when I used to dig them Simpsons, man. A funny thing about time, you can't get it back. A tight grip, but it rips the jacket. Slight lisp with a mix of traffic. You see about me, like Mr. Glass, always wished I was a whiz at graphics. Take me back to the past where the hits were massive. You could hear Gladys Knight and the Pips on plastic, misfit molasses. Delete my contacts just so I can stick to glasses. Feel that skipped out, so I miss the classics. Aristotle of the bottle, Seneca of the simple action, senator of the simple maxim. I swear for a skillful Saxon, I'm still relaxing. Who wanna take a dip in the mind sauce, making up for the time lost, forgetting all my past was when I sign off. Prime bribe, prime rib, Agent Smith, prime boss, popping red pills till my mind's off, mind's off.
First Florida man. First Florida man. Hernando de Soto. First Florida man. First Florida man was Hernando de Soto. Won't you solo go show off your photos, throw out your Twinkies, throw up your ho-hos, tuck in them pinkies, them shits a no-no. The first Florida man was Hernando de Soto. Brought to my attention by the man with the mojo. My 8 subscriber, I'm a fagoso. Jump in them sinkies and dump them mimosos. The first Florida man was Hernando de Soto. First Florida man was Hernando de Soto. First Florida man was Hernando de Soto.
Threw up that blue pill, moved to a new track. I slew the foothills of that voodoo sap. Microfiche tape decks, I'll sift through that, cause I'll do anything to get the old Simpsons back. Give me the news that make my mood react. I'll swim through the sewer just to make it to the truth intact. And you can shine up that voodoo with new shellac. I'll still do anything to get the old Simpsons back. Imagine thinking Karl Marx is new school Klingon like Huzu. They welcome the ways they can bring on the boots, dude. Declare a major, they get paid to pollute you. Self-ashamed neighbors never gaze when they scoop you. I wonder how we fight it. The sixth step is never enter in my tent uninvited. The fifth step is produce, no skills is no use. Fourth step, community preference is unity. Third step is nation, it's somewhat location, mostly relations, that's the situation. Next step, family, patriarchal sanity, safe under the canopy, ain't a place for anarchy. First step, I just got to say it, no showboat. Step back and soak up the logos.
First Florida man. Endo de Soto. First Florida man. First Florida man was Hernando de Soto. Won't you soak logos? Show off your photos. Throw out them Twinkies. Throw up your ho-hos. Tuck in them pinkies. Them shit's a no-no. The first Florida man was Hernando de Soto. Got to my attention by the man with the mojo. My 8th subscriber, Yama Bagoso. Jump in them Sinkies and dump them mimosos. The first Florida man was Hernando de Soto. Hernando de Soto. The first Florida man was Hernando de Soto. Got to my attention by the man with the mojo. My 8th subscriber, Yama Bagoso. First Florida man was Hernando de Soto. First Florida man was Hernando de Soto. First Florida man was Hernando de Soto. First Florida man was Hernando de Soto.